Hi, I'd like to welcome you to Turnkey Income System. On behalf of myself, Ron Forney, and my partner, Roy Babineau, we'd like to just say thanks so very much. We thank you for taking the time to request the report, How to Break the Cycle of Home Business Failure. You see, Roy and I sat down, we began to discuss some of the issues that we saw within the home business industry and why so many people were having such difficulty earning either a primary income or a secondary income from home through a home-based business. Roy and I took that information that we talked about and that we gathered, and we wanted to put it into a report that we could pass on to others to help them get a better understanding as to what's really taking place in the home business industry and what was so critical in order to, in essence, guarantee your success. We not only took that information and put it into a report, but we also wanted to provide a solution to those people who were genuinely looking for a home-based business that would produce an income for themselves and their family. And the journey started a while back, and to kind of give you just an idea of what we found, we realized that there was some real issues in the industry that were really preventing people from becoming successful. And we've kind of outlined that in the report. And I do want to encourage you to please do two things. One is to read the report from front to back. It's got some very important information that I believe could be life-changing for you and your family. The second is to read through this web page that you're on, and it will explain a little bit more about the program and the system and what we've put together. And by all means, at any point, please feel free to give Roy and I a call. We make our number available. We've got a email address that you can email us, but we want to make ourselves available to really consult or see if this is a right fit for yourself. Through this little video series, I'm going to share a little bit about the program, the system, what it costs, and what this can do for you and your family. So, primarily, we wanted to come up with a solution. We identified the problems in the industry, but we wanted to come up with a solution as well, not just simply identify the problems. So Roy and I, we determined to partner together. We wanted to find a program that would really help the everyday, average, ordinary person be able to have some success that has never had any kind of success in the industry. And it really became kind of discouraging to us because the more we looked and the more we talked to company owners and we saw the different compensation structures and the products that were being sold, we just really could not find the right fit for us. And so Roy and I determined to actually create a program that would cover and take care of some of the issues that we identified as we talked about the problems that we saw that were taking place. And so we created Turnkey Income System. It is a program. It enables the individual who desires to market that to partner with us to make money. And part of the criteria that we knew we needed to put into place was we needed to get people into profit quickly. We need to see people succeed rather quickly. Otherwise, we knew, like most programs out there, most people will drop out. That's why there's a high attrition rate in most home-based businesses. And so that was the first thing that we knew we had to kind of create or put into our program was to get people into profit quickly. The second aspect that we needed to create was a true turnkey system. And that was critical because it's one thing to join a program, and what happens is most people, after they join, they're kind of just like a deer in the headlights. They really don't know what to do after that point. They're all excited about making money. They're already spending money they haven't even started making yet. And they don't have the necessary skills, the tools, or the resources to really market. What's critical is really the marketing. And that's where most programs kind of go flat. And so we wanted to put in place a true turnkey system that would kind of have all the nuts and bolts. It would be a complete template that somebody could follow, a blueprint from A to Z that would get them up and running very quickly. And so we've kind of turned this as a business in a box. We put everything into one specific program slash system in order to get the individual who's coming in perhaps maybe for the very first time into a home-based business and give them an opportunity to be successful right off the bat. And so it was critical for us. We wanted to make sure that the system would help people with marketing and with duplication, because without those two components, being able to market effectively and allowing for duplication to occur, the chances of people finding success in a home-based business is very, very difficult. In this series, I'm going to talk about some different things, and I'm going to kind of try to keep it brief. It's very difficult, but I will try to just keep this brief and just, again, give you an overview about Turnkey Income system, the program and the system itself. And I think you'll be excited to see that what we've put together will truly allow the individual who's looking to make money from home in their own home-based business. We've laid down the parameters that gives you the greatest chance for that success. I look forward to seeing you in the next segment in just a moment. Okay, in this segment, I want to share a little bit about the program of making money. It's critical. Most people that are looking for a home-based business are looking to make money. It's generally why people are willing to work and invest not only time and money into a home business, but the result is they're honestly looking to make money. And so when Roy and I set out to design the program, we knew there were some components that we really needed to put into place. And one was to make it as simple as possible for people to get involved and to get started immediately. And so that was a critical aspect. The second was to be low cost. Roy and I, realized that, in this economy, we wanted to have something that would be low cost, and so that's why we created just a one-time payment for the system. It's $497, and it was critical in order to have the price point, in order so that the metrics would work. And what I mean by that is, in order for you to have do your marketing, there's a cash outlay in order for you to market. If you don't do any marketing with your business, quite frankly, your business is not going to succeed. And so that's a critical component. In order for a person to recoup their costs and their marketing, you have to make enough money on your upfront sales. And so, we'll go into that, and you'll read about that in the report. And I want you to take special note of that, because many times most people don't even consider that or thinking about that aspect. So we want to make a one-time fee, $497, but be able to pay out a rather large amount back to those that are marketing it, so that they can help cover their business expenses, their marketing expenses, etc. The third aspect is we wanted to set it up that people could make money. I mean, again, we're all in this to make money for ourselves and our families, to create a financial security. And so it's critical. I look at so many different programs out there, and quite honestly, people aren't really sitting down and doing the math. They're not putting a pencil to paper and really determining, can I make money in this particular opportunity? Instead, they're over zealous about the fancy cars and the houses and the swimming pools and all the hype that goes on in the industry, and they're really not looking at exactly can this thing make the money that I'm looking to make? And so that's what we put into place here. And let me just share a little bit about that. In order for you to succeed, you've got to make money fast, and you need to have some immediate success. Most programs, if people aren't making money quick enough or fast enough or have any type of success, their chances of sticking around any more than 2 or 3 months in a program, beyond that, very seldom do you see people going beyond that amount, that time frame. So the idea that they're not making enough money from the sales that they're making or the business that they're involved with to cover just their basic marketing costs is what causes most people to drop out. So we wanted to cover their marketing costs, and like I say, it was important. In order to do that, you have to have enough money kind of on the front end of that, and I'll go into that in just a moment. In order for a program to be effective, we also knew that there needed to be some element of leverage, because quite honestly, you have to have leverage so that it's not just you producing all the sales. You want to make money off of the efforts of others working together, as folks that you market to and they join with you. Every time they make a sale, you benefit by receiving a residual or some type of remuneration for their efforts. So we wanted to design a program that would be very compressed, get money into people's pockets quickly, and then have that leverage. So we designed Turnkey Income System, the program, so that, number one, it was a one-time purchase. One time, we never asked for any additional monies after that one-time initial The purpose of why we did that, we didn't want people to keep putting monies into the program itself. We wanted them to devote those monies that they had towards their marketing efforts. So it's a one-time purchase. Everything that we provide, and you'll see that on the web page, all the elements of what's provided in there, very high value. All the items in there are there for a purpose to help you succeed. There's no monthly fees other than what you choose according to your budget to put into your marketing and advertising. That's entirely up to you. We wanted this to be a win-win situation where people can come in, they make that one-time purchase, and then they can continue to market this as long as they want. Now, let me share with you again a little bit about making money. Again, the purchase for Turnkey Income System is $497, a lot of value. It's one time. Now, out of that $497, we pay back to our people who are helping us market Turnkey Income System to others. $400 of the $497 is paid back to the field. That's over 80% that's paid back to those of you that are looking to join with us and market Turnkey Income System. Now, again, we mentioned we wanted to get a very compressed, we wanted to get money into people's pockets quickly, and we wanted to have a leverage program. So we chose specifically a simple 3-level program, because we know, again, in the industry, as we look at it, Roy and I have been around for many, many years, we realize that most of the activity is in the first 3 to 4 levels. That's where some of the biggest growth occurs. And so on that first level, we chose to pay, as you make a sale, you'll earn $200 off that sale. That's your first level. That's those people that you market to and they purchase, you'll earn $200. On the second level, we will pay out $100, and then we go a step further to the third level, and we also pay out $100 on that third level. Now, let me explain why we did this. We wanted it, first and foremost, like I mentioned, to make the metrics work. If you're going to, let's just say, for an example, you're going to send out postcards, the cost for sending out, let's say, 1,000 postcards might run you just around $600. Now, in order to recoup those costs, you need to make that money back rather quickly to cover that cost. Now, if you're marketing a $25 program, let's say, it's going to take a lot of sales at $25 to recoup that $600 in the advertising and marketing cost on those postcards, just as an example. With the Turnkey Income System, 3 sales and you've got that $600 covered. And that's what's critical. That's where, again, most people go wrong in this industry, because they're not thinking about their marketing and advertising costs and how to recoup those monies fast enough. Now, as an example, And again, it just depends on your efforts and what you're willing to put in. But if we take just 3 people on your first level, if you're able to sell to 3 people, that's going to earn you $600 on level 1. If those 3 people duplicate and do the same as you, each of them get 3, that's 9 people on your second level, that would earn you $900. And if those 9 people, they do the same thing, each of them secure or market to 3 people each, that's going to be 27 people on that third level. That's $2,700. Now, let me share with you, that's just 39 people in that little example that I'm giving you. That would earn you $4,200. It's a very simple, it's a compressed, it's a 3-level plan. Now, let me explain. This is a unilevel, which means you can put as many people as you want across that first level. So you could share this and sell it to 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people. It does not matter. There's no limit there. And we pay down those 3 levels. So you can see that this can produce a very nice income for yourself and your family. And so I just want you to really grab hold, sit down with a pencil and paper and just look at the potential that we put into the program to earn you money quickly and so that you can have immediate success. We will then discuss a little bit more about the system in the next segment, but I just want to say this. The idea of turnkey income system was first and foremost to have a generic model up front, on the front end, in order to help identify people who are really looking to make money, to find those people who wanted to have a home-based business. And that's exactly what we did. We created this funnel system. It's a marketing system, so to speak, that would identify who those people are. And that's, that's what's so critical. You've got to have something that people can look at and say, yes, I know I can do that. I know I can make money with that. And that was why we designed, the Turnkey Income System program to cover those elements that you'll read about in the report. So I look forward to the next segment here. We'll talk a little bit more now about the system itself. Okay, in this segment we're going to talk a little bit about the system, the actual design, why it was designed that way. And we've kind of coined this as a done-for-you marketing system. And what we mean by that is that the elements are in place. Those things that are critical, that will help the everyday person. Most of the people that are looking to make money from home, from a home business, are in it kind of on a part-time basis. And so we wanted to design this so that, again, somebody that was so new coming in, they'd have all the elements in place. We didn't want to overwhelm or create information overload so that people really they didn't do anything. And quite honestly, that's what happens. We see with most systems, there's such a learning curve that people kind of just set that, that program or the, whatever they've purchased off to the side and just, it's just too overwhelming. And so we wanted to do something that would be very unique to the industry and enable people to have all those things right at their disposal. And so when you come in and you purchase a Turnkey Income System, we've got everything in place for you, and I'm going to cover that a little bit now. It was critical that we knew that we would have a system for people because it's a way to go out, like I mentioned in the last video, and find those people who are interested in making money from a home-based business. And it doesn't matter really what program you may be marketing. You may be marketing a particular primary program, but you can use Turnkey Income System as kind of that upfront to offer this to people, and then provide your back-end primary program to them as an incentive. If they say no to your primary program, you've got your Turnkey Income system, that program to offer them to show people how they can make money and help them recoup their marketing costs. If they don't join Turnkey, you can offer them your primary program. So it's very, very critical as you look at this and why we designed the program and the system. There's a lot of thought that's gone into it. And again, I just want to encourage you, read the report. You'll understand why we did this. Now, within in the system, we knew that it's critical for marketers to build a list for themselves. And so the way we designed the Turnkey Income system was to have an ability for people to do their marketing efforts and then to capture those people that they're marketing to that have decided to opt in to get the free report, just like you're doing now, to capture that person's name, their email address, and a phone number so that they can then at a later date, if they choose to, go back and market additionally to them. And so that's really the crux, how critical that is in a program, because you want to build a list. You want that list so that you can market to those people over and over and over again. So what we did with Turnkey was to say, okay, we're going to give each person that joins with us a specific ID number. And that ID number is tagged directly to yourself. So any type of marketing efforts that you do, that you choose, you'll use that ID number, and that ID number always identifies you. So as you're driving people back to the capture page to capture the information, the name, the address, and the phone number, that information is going to go directly into your back office. That's set up for you, and that will have all that information in there. So that ID number is critical. That's what makes the system work so powerfully, because it allows you to kind of work off the coattails, so to speak, of Roy and myself, people who have been successful in the industry, and that ID number is what allows you to do all your marketing, be effective. And then as you get those leads, those are yours. They're not for Roy and myself. Those are your leads to continue to follow up and market to. The second aspect of the system is we knew we needed automation. We wanted it to be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's the power of leverage, being able to automate yourself. And so that's all designed into this system. What you're provided with is a lead capture page like what you came in with and entered your information to be at this site right now. That's all automated. That's all set up for you. There's nothing that you have to set up. Once you join, those components are all in place for you. Now, what's provided beyond the lead capture page is a membership website. That's a website that you can go into. It has all the information there that will step you through, step by step, how to utilize this program most effectively. But like I said, the beauty of this is however you're doing your marketing efforts, all that marketing that you're doing is what I call silent salesmen. If you're using postcards, if you're choosing to use the print media and put advertising in magazines, if you're just doing email marketing, online marketing, whatever you choose. There's several different choices that will fit your budget. Whatever you choose, those are little silent salesmen out there working around the clock on your behalf. And the system is doing all the automation, all the follow-up. Part of the automation that we have built into this is that when someone opts in, just as you have, they will continue to receive autoresponder messages. We'll do follow-up messages with them via their email until one or two things happen. Either one, they'll opt out, or number two, they'll make a purchase of Turnkey Income system. And so that's where the power of automation and the power of leverage comes in on your behalf. The third component of the system we knew was absolutely critical is the idea of duplication. We knew that the system, in order for it to be effective and for other people to have success, they had to be able to duplicate what everybody else was doing. And so we wanted a cookie cutter, a done-for-you system that is easy for anyone. Even a 9-year-old could come in and duplicate this And the duplication aspect is critical. You're going to have people that will come in that are brand new, that have never been in a home-based business, and they need to be able to look at this. You know, one of the primary things when people are evaluating a home business is they're asking a major question: can I do this? And if a person is in the back of their mind thinking to themselves, you know, Joe's really good at this because he can talk and he can, you know, get up in front of groups and he can do home parties. Most people will say to themselves, I don't have the time for that. I'm too afraid to get up in front of a group. And they already they say no to the opportunity before they even had a full chance to review it. And that's why we put, you know, this system together, so that when people are reviewing this, the question that's going on in their mind, you know, can I really do this? The answer to that is, yes, I can. I can see myself doing this. I could mail out some postcards. I can do some effective online marketing because we provide within the system, in the back office, there's vendors that we have listed. Now these are people that are industry leaders in each of these particular specific niches that will enable you to say, you know what, I want to do just postcard marketing. We've listed the people that are honest and reputable. These people have been in the industry for many, many years. And that's probably part of the downfall. People go out and spend money on various marketing that is not effective, and quite honestly, it's people just taking your money and really not producing the results. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to have a back office area that has people that we recommend, that Roy and I know personally, that we've worked with over the years, that we feel comfortable recommending for you, those that are in the membership. And so, you know, the idea of you being able to duplicate, if you're brand new, or what's critical is if you're a major marketer, you know, you may be one of the best marketers on the planet, but the people that come in from your marketing efforts, they don't have that same experience that you do. So it's critical that you have a system in place that they, you know, those people that come in from your efforts, that they can begin to duplicate and find it easy and you know, not overwhelming. They don't have to go through any major learning curve to learn how to market on Facebook, etc. So that's really why we put this entire system together, to benefit you, the individual that's coming in, that you may be brand spanking new, or you may be a seasoned marketer. And again, as you read through the report, you'll understand, again, why it's so critical and why we term this done-for-you marketing. It's not that we're going to, you know, complete every sale for you and you know, you sit back and do nothing. That's a fallacy in this industry, and I'll talk just briefly on that. Folks, the idea of some kind of a push button that you just simply sit back and you just put a few dollars into and you're going to go get rich, that is you know, one of the problems that Roy and I have identified in the industry. There's some things that we'll teach you that are simple to do. It's just about building relationships, and that's what Roy and I really, you know, set out to do. We wanted to do something a little bit different, or really a whole lot different than what's being done in the industry today. We wanted to be truthful and honest with people. We wanted to give you all the tools, the resources, the training that are specific, that's going to make you successful and make everybody else successful that follows you into this program. So in the next segment, I want to share a little bit, kind of recap what we've got here and how it can benefit